It's that time again. Time to get laid, come on. Oh yeah. That's right, baby. Come on. Time to get laid. Oh yeah. Welcome to the Lame Podcast.
You know it's that time, okay? You're listening to the Lame Podcast. I'm Magic.
I'm Lewis.
And I'm not Alex.
No,
I'm Luke.
he's the new guy because Alex is ill. Alex is ill this week. He just let us down.
Did you say John?
No, I said Magic.
You did say Magic.
Yeah, because we go through this all the time. So I said Magic this time. Anyway, yeah. So Luke is our new guest. We wanted to get him on for a while now. We played one of his tracks a little while ago. We played. It was the. What was
Scrubs.
it? No Scrubs. It was No Scrubs with Devo in it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And we're actually instantly going to be playing one of your tracks again later, aren't
You
we?
already played one. I'm the guy talking on your intro music.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. They do know that as well. I almost forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Just someone thought that was actually Lewis's voice.
Oh yeah, Zach.
Yeah, Zach, one of the other hosts, thought that's what Lewis was going to sound like. Like he was going to sound like Barry White.
Oh yeah.
But so yeah.
Not
Basically,
got a salty tray.
This is the subtlety tray.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, we all know the rules of the podcast. The
Damn
first
right.
rule of the Lame Podcast: no one listens to the Lame Podcast.
Probably true.
Don't say it so. It's all right. Our last podcast actually got banned from this country.
How hard are you?
Yeah, copyright and whatnot. We haven't got a lighter. No.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, we have got a lighter. Anyway, so yeah, we got done for copyright, and we also got. Yeah, we have a guest as well. We have a guest in the studio, like last time when my cousin was here. But this is not my cousin. This is a lady.
This is a competition winner.
That yeah, she won the right. She won.
She was a runner-up.
She was the runner-up. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. No, this is Luke's lady, or this is. I was gonna say this is Ellie's son. I can't even remember. But Ellie, ladies and gentlemen.
What was that?
I don't know.
That's the crowd going wild.
That was a woodchucker.
Like a tiger or something.
Ellie.
Here's our other guest, the tiger.
But yeah, so Ellie's just gonna be like a studio audience like last time, and we'll actually know if something's funny. She won't laugh if it's not funny. And someone just please take that fucking thing. Anyway, we're going to talk about what we did this week. Seeing as though you're the guest, Luke, I'll let you lay down some beats and tell us what you did this week.
I got made homeless on Monday.
Wow. That is it. Moving on to it, no. So yeah, you got made homeless. That's kind of peak.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It's a hard life.
It is. It's not really, because I come here and then went to someone else's house, so I weren't really homeless.
It's alright. We put him up. The Lame Podcast put him up. We put him in the studio. Fabulous. Kitted out studio. Yeah.
Had to sleep in the studio.
Sleep in the studio and doing it rough. But yeah, so that sounds lovely. Your week just sounds like it was most enjoyable.
It was like a mini holiday, really.
Yeah.
Because we just came here and then we went to someone else's house for a week. Probably outstayed our welcome.
Standard procedure.
Yeah.
It's all good. You should have gone. You should have stayed with your biggest fan.
Charlie Norman.
Yeah,
Charlie
Norman.
MC shed his pants.
Oh wow. You should tell everyone about that story. Yeah. If you don't think Charlie's just going to bat you because he's well hard.
It's probably your only listener.
Probably.
I'll tell it to him as if like he is.
So Charlie, this is
Charlie. You came to the New Year's party and you shit yourself. And went home. He's just sat at home like, yeah.
Yeah,
I did that.
Hell yeah. YOLO. Yeah, shit, man. Oh no, you did something else this week, but you did it with us.
Yeah,
you came on a magical journey.
Horrible.
You came on a magical journey.
That's horrible.
With the fun guy.
Bit of advice: don't do it if you've been made homeless that day.
Yeah,
It is horrible.
that is good advice. And don't go out with anyone who's just been made homeless that day and do it with them. It just brings you down, man. Just fucks up the
If that
vibes.
wasn't obvious already, don't do it. Just move swiftly on from that.
But yeah, that was some madness. There was some crazy shit going on.
Man, so you were going nuts.
I didn't think I was the master of reality.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to lie. I had gone crazy and I had become the master of reality. I was chatting shit.
Ellie was a sit-in for that as well. That was a different
I just sit in
competition
all
she
the
won.
time.
She was just observing us.
She's
She was
our
like,
social worker.
we're like her big brother. No one gets voted out. But yeah, I thought I was the master of reality, and
Trying to get subtle with this guy, man. He's just slapping himself, knocking on the wall and shit, going, I can do anything I want, man. What's going on? He's going, this is taking forever, man. He's going, I feel like I'm doing this forever. He's like, boom, 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 knocking on the door. Yeah. I'm like, bro, it's like
not even the door, knocking on the wall of the studio.
On the wall, I'm like, bro, it's
Next
4 o'clock
door
in
is
the
going
morning.
wild. No one even said anything. That's why I thought I was the
That's
master of
why-
reality.
Your mum said you come in for a cuddle.
Oh, yeah.
Your mum said you went in her room for a cuddle.
Yeah, I did. Are you now
Yeah,
no longer a watcher of the show? You're now a partaker.
I'll be quiet.
It's like
That's
an audience
okay.
participation
It's okay.
show.
It's okay. It's been mentioned now. Yes, I went and asked for my mum for a hug.
Yeah.
She then
Well,
pushed you away.
Yeah, she then said, I've got fucking work in the morning. Fuck off. And I was like, okay. So I had to. While my world was crumbling around me, I didn't even have a hug. I went downstairs and actually hugged Lewis. That's how much I needed a hug.
Hashtag give Magic a cuddle.
Yeah. Hashtag. Just by the way, guys, you can catch us all on Twitter. And Luke, tell us your Twitter because people don't know that.
Luke Hennessy _.
Pow. Rich.
Direct and to the point.
That's how we
Plain
like it
select
there.
and
So
to the
yeah.
point.
Make sure you follow him on Twitter. He tweets some funny shit. Also, you can listen to his SoundCloud because obviously we're playing a track at the end as well. Put some stuff on SoundCloud. You got any plans of putting anything new up on there?
Well, when I've sorted out, like when my housing's back on track, I'm going to try and do a Shaggy cover.
Awesome. Plus, you said you
You're
wanted
gonna see
the
it.
track that we're going to play later. You said you wanted to redo because you don't
yeah.
like the vocals on it.
It's a nice idea.
It's a nice idea. It is a
We
nice
said
idea.
we'd have to explain this. It's a nice idea. I recorded Dynamite, and Ellie was meant to be singing it, but then for some reason or another she couldn't. Like,
So-
because my tutor was being a cunt.
You got this person
He wouldn't let her
who
in.
can do like lots of coke. Never do cocaine with this person. She has the biggest hooter in the world.
The lines of coke she must look like them, like cars from Need for Speed and shit. You know?
The racing
That's
stripes.
it. Yeah, the racing stripes and
Just
the Dodge
hoops them
Viper
up.
or something.
Have we got a lighter for this? Shit, yeah. So,
But yeah,
Yeah.
I want to redo it, but I'd rather do it with Ellie singing it.
and we nearly had
We have to get
nearly
Deborah back
fucked
in.
shit up. Stop juggling in my room. This is what happened last time.
Juggling.
Alex did it in my room, yeah. He came over, started juggling a pool ball. What happened? A plate got smashed. Then you smashed up my phone when you was juggling lip balm. People should stop juggling in my room.
Juggle that,
I'm going to have a sign on my room. No juggling in this blood clot room.
I actually placed something beside the speaker, so.
That's alright then.
Or
Speaker,
maybe
the microphone.
mic.
maybe just no failed juggling.
No fail juggling.
Like if you're
Accomplished
like,
jugglers, welcome. But yeah. What did you do? I know what you did this week, but you can tell the listeners.
I went Southend.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
Make it
Surprise,
sound
surprise.
abundant.
Always go Southend. Not much happened, but before I went Southend, I was with Tanashi, and I got stopped by police. We got stopped by police.
You got stopped by police
Yeah, on the platform because.
you're black.
It's just sounding
Probably partly because of that, but I was smoking a cigarette,
A cigarette
and obviously
on the train station.
you're not supposed to be smoking. But I see someone else doing it, so I thought I'd have a cheeky one, yeah. And then
This is also because you're black.
the coppers come over. He's seen me from a distance, and I'm like, fuck. I'm telling my mate like, Tinash, there's police over there.
Tinesh, hold this.
And the guy's come over and he's like, oh, you shouldn't be smoking on the platform. I was like, oh, is it? He goes,
At least it's not a spliff.
yeah. I was like, oh, is it? He goes, yeah, you shouldn't be smoking. And when I see him walking down, I see him like on the fucking radio going, yeah, bring back up and shit. Like,
Bring back up.
It's lit, guys.
I see 3 males like, da.
We got a lit cigarette.
We've been waiting for this all day.
Bands. Dogs and everything. So,
But yeah.
And then we're sitting there now, and he's like, yeah, is that just a cigarette you're smoking? I was like, yeah, of course it is. And he's like, what about you, mate? Do you smoke? And Tinashe's like, no, I don't smoke. And he's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. Next thing you know, this white guy comes over, and the guy's standing there, he's like, you know why you've been stopped here, boys? And we're like, yeah, for smoking, innit? He goes, oh, well, he actually thinks that he can smell weed. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, he thinks he can smell weed. And I was like, no, I ain't got none on me, like, I haven't got nothing very rare. Then the guy sniffs, he goes, yeah, I can definitely smell it. So the guy, the first guy that come over, he's like, alright, mate, I'm going to have to search you, yeah.
That's why they can search you, because if they suspect it, they can smell it. But he's blatantly chatting shit. That's some placebo shit.
Could you imagine at the end, he's just like, oh shit, sorry, it was mine. False alarm.
False alarm. It was only my ganja.
Anyway, he searches me, yeah, and he's tapping me down there. He's going through my pockets, and he's looking through my cigarettes, and he's like shaking with like, I don't know why.
He thought he was going to go off.
He thought something was going to kick off like, 2 black kids, like, thinking, what? And he's just shaking. I'm just like, oh, man.
Adrenaline's pumping.
Calm down, man.
He's like, he's ready to cuff you, bro. He's ready to cuff you.
I was like, I'm acting cool, man. I'm just going away.
He just was like, yeah, get my first bust. He was just fresh out of the academy.
And then the other police officer was like, yeah, mate, just smoke down the end of the platform, innit? It's like, because of the cover, people can complain and that, but if you're down the platform when there's no cover, it's cool. I was like, fair enough. Just like, tell your guy to just calm down, man.
Don't have shook, yeah. That's how people get shot. In America, anyway.
Or in Tottenham.
Ooh, too soon. But yeah. Shall I tell you what I did this week?
Go on,
did something that was quite cool. I'm going to be forever remembered. If I wasn't always going to be forever remembered by Zach. Zach, are you listening? Are you listening now, Zach?
Yeah.
Just to freak him out. But I will be forever remembered by Zach, because you always remember when you lost your virginity, and this is why people put their phones on silence, because this happens. Know what I was coming here. Jesus! What sort of thing is this in the studio? Fuck. Sorry. Anyway.
Put on silent now.
It's run out of battery now, anyway.
So, I will be forever remembered in Zach's memories because he lost his virginity, and whilst he lost his virginity, I phoned him up whilst he was having sex for the first time. And I didn't even know. He just goes, oh, mate, can I call you back? And I was like, that's fine. And then he told me he was being mounted.
Yeah, the next day in the conference call, and he was going, oh my god, I can't believe I'm speaking to both of you. You're in your southern technology.
Yeah, we had a conference call with Zach, all of the lamers. We all got on the phone and was talking.
The lamers, really?
The lamers, yeah.
Is that what you're going with?
Bob Marley and the lamers. But, yeah. I've completely lost my train of thought. Fucking phone! No, I'm not really that bothered. Conference call.
Something about a conference call.
I blame on the subtlety.
Yeah.
But anyway, I also saw The Watch. Highly recommended. Good film. Richard Ayoade's in it. It's jokes.
Oh, what's that about?
It's about aliens invade in a little quiet suburb in America. Ben Stiller's in it. Vince Vaughn, Richard Ayoade, Jonah Hill. Star-studded cast. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I might as well. I should be a movie reviewer.
Shawaddy is.
Shawaddy. And the band was Shawaddy. Anyway, yeah.
But like, it's like all these big names, and then like just him.
Yeah, he was apparently Chris Tucker was going to be casted for the part, and then
they went with the bloke from the IT crowd.
Yeah.
Like,
I think though you need to move a little bit closer. You've moved further away as we've been talking. So it just sounds like Luke was talking like this, and next minute he's getting further and further
like
away.
I was on like the slide out of the studio.
And then he comes really back with you. Oh, shower. Anyway, so seen that. Also decided this week what we'll do for my 21st.
Woo! What are we doing for your 21st?
Going camping.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. We're going camping.
With Magic and the Fungi.
Yeah. Mandy will be there. Those other people. Billy might turn up. Charlie might turn up.
Can you imagine if they all called and cancelled? On the
Mary
day
Jane.
They're like, yeah, we know like a rave down the road.
Yeah, we can't come.
Fuck.
But yeah, so.
Where are we doing that then? Where are you thinking of going?
I'm thinking about going up north. Go and join Zach. We'll probably do a podcast up there.
Yeah.
All the lamers will be there. There'll be like a 5-man podcast or something stupid. and then we'll go around and people coming in and we'll fuck like, hey!
People vomiting on the
Happy
microphone.
birthday! So yeah, that sounds like it'd be fun. Plus, we're also saying about Luke having a little birthday thing. He's gonna have a barbecue
Yeah.
at my gaff.
And then...
Mum, if you're listening, that's happening. Decided.
Please.
When is your
If you
birthday?
don't mind.
My birthday's next Monday. Is it next Monday or the one after? It's not.
After.
Yeah, it's the one after.
Because he doesn't remember. But
I
his
don't
missus
remember.
does.
Yeah, she's got to remember. She's got to get me a present.
Whoa.
We need a telly. That's what we ain't got one.
We need a so if you guys want to send in a telly.
Hashtag get Luke a telly.
Starting them all up there. Anyway.
Next
You done
weekend
anything?
though, we got that sick club we can go to in Southend.
But I can't go. Why are you saying this?
Just
You know I
'cause-
can't go. I have a gig.
Salt in the wound.
Yeah. Before you mention it. Come disco. I'd love to. But I've got to work. Come on, I only work, 3 days a fucking month. I've got to turn up for it. That's just like, they're just the rules.
What,
yeah.
turn up to work.
Something interesting just happened before though. We had a mobile hairdresser come round, cut my mum's and my sister's hair. She decided to come upstairs, to go to the toilet. Nosy bitch, pops her head in my room, just to have a look, we're all being quiet. Little did she know, we'd all be sitting here reading newspapers. It must have been the weirdest thing for her in the world. To see like young men sitting there all in the bedroom together, on the bed, reading newspapers. She just looks in and we all just look up from the papers like, yes. It was pretty cool. It was
Can you imagine if that made her like, she went downstairs and was like, I don't know how to tell you this, Shaz, but they're up there reading newspapers. She comes up all heartbroken. Newspaper under my roof, John. Rolls it up, beats you with it.
Why aren't you getting subtle? I'm sorry, Mum. I taught you better than this. Oh no.
It's the fucking Metro.
Yeah. It's not even a good paper. I'm lying, I do love the Metro. The Metro should sponsor us. Hashtag get Metro to sponsor Lane Podcast. It's getting longer as it goes on. But anyway, yeah, something else happened this week. Paralympics started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Must admit, poor form on me. I saw the advert for the Paralympics and I caught the end of it and I was like, oh yeah, wicked, X-Men is going to be on. And that was just the end bit. The end bit does remind me of like an X-Men like bit, and like all I seen was superhumans and I was just like, that's what they said, superhumans. And I was just like
the opposite.
I thought it was like the network premiere of X-Men. I was like, yeah, and it just wasn't. I was like, why is it, yeah? And that was poor form on me. It was only a mistake, guys. Okay, I'm not
You don't do it in the
disablist.
street.
I'm not disablist here. But no, what I will mention is, why does everyone go mad for it when fucking films come on TV? Like oh, yeah. It's got, this film's coming on ITV, like a film you've seen before, yeah. But you've got it on DVD, but it comes up on TV. And you're like, fuck it, let's watch it anyway with the adverts in it. The adverts make it better. I can go for a piss, but you can go for a piss whenever you want. Pause it. No, I like saving it until the breaks.
And then timing it perfectly.
It makes me feel good. Like I can brew tea in the breaks. You can brew tea whenever you like when you're watching a DVD. But anyway, yeah.
It's the same with like programs though too. Like if you buy a DVD box set, you're like, it goes under the bed or wherever you keep your DVD box sets.
I like to keep mine in my dog's anus.
But like you see it on telly and it's like, oh yeah, sick. I've got that episode under my bed or wherever you keep your DVD box sets.
Etc. etc. Anyway, so has everyone talked about what we did this week?
Yeah.
Has everyone
Yeah,
covered
pretty
that?
much.
Everyone pretty much covered. And just in case you didn't catch it before, so you can listen. If you ain't gonna listen to all of it, as we know some people don't do, but they sometimes like listening to the tracks at the end.
No one listens to any of it.
Don't say that. It kills me a little inside every time you say that. But anyway, if you're gonna listen to the end track, or like, at least I'm telling you, listen to the end track. It's by obviously the guy we got in the studio at the moment, bedroom, and it's called Dynamite, and he's going to remake it, and we'll probably play it when it's been remade as well. So now he has to do it.
Now I've got to do it. You put me on a time limit.
I was going to put cigars out on him. So
every day until I've remade it. It wouldn't take long.
it wouldn't take long. So has everyone talked about what they've done this week?
Yeah.
Kushti, let's talk about what's happening in the news.
In the news this week.
Jingle.
Bells.
I was going to just go into a jingle, but from now on, when the news comes on, it's just going to jingle bells. Okay, get on with the news. Okay, anyone want to start? Or anyone in particular? Anyone?
No.
I got to find the right paper.
This is why you have to write your fucking notes down, you slut. Anyway,
Yeah, but
I've
I had
got
two different papers.
I seen
so the
something
page
interesting.
numbers-
Is you know Sheila Booth? Sheila Booth? Anyone?
Who's that?
In Holes, Transformers,
Oh yeah.
Wall Street. He's in a new film coming out called Lawless. Lawless, anyone seen that? It's like a cowboy movie. Looks
I've seen
sick.
it advertised.
I think I'm gonna go see that soon. Let you guys know how it is. But Sheila Booth said for a movie role that's coming up for soon, yeah, he actually took acid, like to experience it for the part.
No way.
Yeah, he did acid, and
Oh shit, that is sick.
but in the film Lawless as well, he was drinking moonshine just to be like the character. Like he had to be like an alcoholic, and he had to drink like moonshine the night before, so he could come in looking like bloated face and shit, and look fucked up. But yeah, dropping acid. Like, this brings me to the question: is how far would you go for a job? Like, or have you gone like above and beyond for a job in any certain job? Like, would you do acid? Would you do acid? Would you do recreational drugs for a job? I
Yeah.
guess if I twist my arm, maybe I would. I could do that for you if you want. What's that? You want me to smoke all this ganja? Well, if the job calls for it, then sure. And
If he did like a different drug, like method actors, if he was playing a heroin addict, he'd just be fucked. Especially he's on set, like
jacking up.
he's just like he hasn't got any lines anymore. It's just like
He just
murmuring.
he just comes on. Oh, is everyone all right? Has anyone got any 20 quid in can lend me? 20 quid. You have to do with 20 quid at the moment.
Starts pissing on the camera.
But yeah, so I don't think have I done anything above and beyond? I haven't done anything above and beyond.
No, I
Well, that was short-lived.
can't.
Right, moving swiftly on.
Were you hoping that one of us had done like something?
I was hoping, just maybe. See, if Alex was here,
Yeah.
Alex would have had an interesting story. Alex always has
Sorry, I
interesting stories.
show up.
Alex doesn't even want to listen to this. You know he should, because he's in the podcast. Fucking listen to your own damn podcast. How can you expect other people to listen to it when you don't even fucking listen to it, you slag? He's listening to it right now, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
The most I've done is like I worked in a care home, so like I didn't go above and beyond to get the job. But when I was there, I had to I saw like a few dead people and just like loads of incontinence people. And
You used to wipe asses.
I didn't wipe
Chief
asses.
ass wiper.
If it remained in the pants, it weren't my problem.
It's when it's on
just,
the floor.
It's just when it's on the walls and shit.
When it's leaking
I'm
down
in
the
there
legs.
with my mop, trying to convince the relatives that it's normal and it happens every day.
It does.
It does. I'm not lying.
It does happen every day.
You
Shit
had
is
some
everywhere.
mad people in there though, because like, obviously it's not their fault. Like, a lot of them have dementia, but then some of them are just like racist. It's like really racist. Like when the riots
Old
were there,
people.
when the riots were happening, I walked around in every room. I had the exact same conversation. I said, "Oh, you heard about them riots?" And they go, "Yeah, I'm not racist, but." Which is how all the most racist sentences start. Like just off the. He goes, "I'm not racist, but." It's all them fucking blacks. They were all like,
Oh wow.
just like, don't even look like, oh yeah, that white guy. Look at that white guy fleeing. Look, holding his telly for dear life.
Holy shit. Then you go into Jamarcus' room, he does the exact same thing. All these black people. Jamarcus, what are you going on about? The only reason the name Jamarcus has come to me is because it's in that film The Watch. I was like, what the most ridiculous black name ever.
I thought Jamarcus was an actual person and you were just like referring to
Referring to
just
Jamarcus.
like your really racist old friend.
Jamarcus.
One of the guys
He just lets me off.
One
You're alright, you're alright.
One of the guys there though was he was Turkish, but he had like not. I think he just loved terrorists because like he had like pictures of Hitler on his wall and stuff. And then-
More dictators than terrorists.
Yeah, yeah. But then Osama bin Laden died, and
Shed a
he
tear.
he like just screamed for like. I was in there for 5 days in a row, and he was just like every day he was just like, avenge him, Al Qaeda, and like all this shit, and he was just like death to America. And it's like I don't get why he loved Hitler so much as well, because he wasn't like German or anything. Like, he was a Turkish man.
He would probably been in those.
He's just like, yeah, I wanted to go to camp for free.
Yeah, everybody loves care. Yeah. Oh shit! Actually, I've got something about the Holocaust later. Not. It's nothing like it's not a Holocaust joke or anything, but yeah, there is something actually brought up about Anne Frank. But we'll talk about that later. Just mention it, bring it back later. It's a classic narrating technique. Anyway, here's an interesting thing I read about cannabis. More government propaganda. No, but they said that if you start smoking cannabis before you're 18, yeah, it can affect you in later life. Like, habitually smoke it. Like, Lewis, if you're smoking it before you're 18, you are causing yourself long-term damage in the way that your long-term memory and shit's going to be fucked up. Like, they did studies, and apparently if you start smoking it when under 18, then you're more likely to have long-term memory loss and all that shit.
Yeah.
But this is the whole point now, is where if they had legalised it, then they could put an age limit on it, and then people could, like, so...
But people drink underage all the time. It'd be exactly the same sort of thing.
Yeah, but not as many.
Yeah, because a lot of people do it to sort of rebel anyway. Like,
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, not that many people. Imagine if alcohol was illegal, how many more people would be scoring, like, bottles of fucking Wicked, like...
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? Like, calling up, like, your guy, just like, what you got? Blue Wicked.
Man,
And you just, like, wait ages for him to meet you in an alley, and like, you don't show up for ages.
He comes down with his
With a
drinking bags,
crate,
like, shit, lad, take it. You've got to, like, sneak this fucking crate of John Smith's under your jacket, like, fuck, taking it home. Officer
like,
comes up, I have suspicion to search you. Why? I can see the crate in your fucking jacket. Oh, well then, officer.
You're just there, like, sipping a can of lager. He goes, oh, is that alcohol? No, it's an energy drink. It's a new Relentless.
You're just doing this because I'm white, officer. You're racist. Anyway.
I remember I used that on my teacher once.
You said you're a
She
teacher
went out crying, bro.
because you accused her of being racist.
I don't know what I was thinking of.
I would have just gone, yeah, I am. Fuck off. Just,
She just had a grudge on me, man. I just
you're racist. Stick it to her.
The worst thing that happened in our school is there was this teacher that no one liked, and she was just a bitch to everyone. But one of the pupils found her Match.com ad. So what they did is they printed it all off, and her username was Juicy Lucy.
Juicy Lucy.
So like they just printed off this picture of her like Match.com thing, like profile, I guess. And they just like posted them everywhere, but like it went into the school, but then it went into the local chippy and like behind like car windows, like.
So you consequently committed suicide.
And just everyone like was just going, yeah, Juicy Lucy in class. Like,
Juicy Lucy, I mean this.
I always was waiting for them to go, wait, like one of them to make a Match.com profile, and then like invite her out, and just like everyone, just all their students be sat there.
There's a new movie plot kind of like that, Adam Sandler movie where this kid has sex with his teacher. And then obviously she gives birth, and then it goes into the future where, like, he's an adult, like the guy, and then obviously his son's like, well, he's like 40, and then his son's like 20 or something, and it's like, well, that wouldn't be right, because that means he'd be 20, he wouldn't be a student. But along those lines, okay, that's sort of math. I'm too subtle for this. Basically, then he decides that he wants to be the dad. He wants to be a proper dad, and then this is the funny, like, tale that is told in that movie.
Hilarity ensues.
I think it's called Who's the Daddy, or I'm the Daddy, or something about the daddy.
Something referring to the daddy.
The daddy.
There was a guy in our school who supposedly fucked off, like, not my French teacher because I did German, but the French teacher.
Awesome.
But yeah, he died. He had like
oh shit.
Like not in school, but like he was in year 10 and he died.
How?
How he had like a heart attack.
Oh shit.
At like the age of like 15, it must have been.
What the fuck was he doing? Was he just like?
I wonder, like, if he died in year 10, what age was he fucking the teacher? Like, for it to have been around when I, like, year 9, like, had it just happened? Year 7?
Year 7. Shit.
Could you imagine that?
Oh, fucked up shit. What? Oh, I was just wondering what he was doing then. Confused for a second there. Here's something interesting for all the alcohol drinkers out there. The people who enjoy a beverage. A nice cold beverage down at your local.
Me, like, I'm partial to
A beverage.
Desperados or two.
Oh, classy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Very.
Corona is fun.
The shape of your glass can determine how wankered you're going to get that night.
The shape of your glass.
The shape of your glass can determine how wankered you're going to get
How
that.
sick is that?
How does
will
that
I tell
work?
you?
What's the logic?
Basically, they did a test between straight pint glasses and curved pint glasses, yeah? And
One sec though, apparently you can only digest a pint's worth of alcohol anyway. Apparently, I heard this just over the weekend. But go on, carry on, sorry.
cool. But anyway, so same pint, but do different glasses, yeah? Basically, you end up drinking quicker from the curved glass. And I shall tell you why. Because in the straight pint, obviously, you determine by halfway through the pint how quick you've been drinking, yeah? So, if you're drinking from the straight pint, you get halfway, and you've drunk the same amount as you're going to drink in a bit. But from the curved glass, the top bit is filled up with more liquid. So when you get halfway, and you think, fuck, I've been drinking ages, and you think you've only drunk to halfway,
All right.
you've drunk more than you think you've drunk. So you drink quicker,
Oh shit.
and then, so, if you're drinking from curved glasses, you get fucked up quicker.
Sick.
But now you know this, I don't know, it still works, may still work. We should have to test it out, we'll have to go to our own experiment. Let's get
Brain
it's for science! Science! Throwing up.
What?
Science! Yeah! So, has anyone... You went for news stories from your newspaper, you just never came back with any. What happened?
Oh yeah. Telltale signs your child is a psychopath.
Oh! Woo! For you worried parents out there, think their child may be a psychopath.
If you're sat at home and thinking, oh, why is little Johnny burning down the curtains? Maybe he's a psychopath.
Why is he beheading his playmates?
I'm just trying to like scan it now. Like one child in 100 could be a psychopath,
Dun, dun,
and
dun.
it's largely down to genetics. Claims S.E. Vidim.
To see Freddy Krueger like, why is my son so crazy? You're so crazy, son.
So yeah, if you're like planning a child, don't do it with Freddy Krueger. Like a bit of like lame advice for you there.
Plus, also, a baby shit a finger in.
What's that?
Freddy Krueger be shit a finger, like, it'd hurt. Just saying.
Just like
Don't
turns
ever
into
get
heart attack. every time.
Heart attack? What the fuck? That's like the worst image ever. Here's one I made earlier. Fuck.
Little picture and big picture. That's smart, isn't it? Little picture.
Just morph in there. But anyway, yeah. Tell us about how can I test if my child's a psychopath?
I'm trying to find it.
What? How did you not know?
I didn't read it. I
What?
saw the headline.
I saw the headline and just thought, this I do.
Yeah.
I read this.
They're liable to lie, cheat, manipulate, and commit acts of remorseless cruelty.
So any 2-year-old then?
Any 2-year-old is psychopath.
That's every 2-year-old.
Muzzle every 2-year-old.
Every 2-year-old is a psychopath. They all fucking lie. They all manipulate you.
They
All
also
you buy them
lack
shit.
empathy.
Of course they do. They only care about themselves. They're out there fucking stopping on slugs and snails and shit. I suppose it's mainly 2-year-old boys. I'm saying here. Girls, I
Well,
don't
here's
really
the difference
know
between...
about.
Unlike most children who display antisocial behaviour, child psychopaths, described as callous, unemotional,
They're the life and soul of the party.
are not primarily products of bad parenting. So basically, if your child's antisocial, it's your fault, but if it's a psychopath, you're off the hook.
So,
Top tip there, make your child a psychopath if he's an arsehole.
just wake him up at the dawn, like make him do fucking press ups. Do 1,000 press ups before you go to school. Now smoke this pack of 20. But yeah. What about you, Lou?
I got one joke.
He's got so many jokes.
This guy, yeah.
Oh, sorry, you didn't get too funny with it.
This 14-year-old used to knock on this guy's door and run away, like knock down Ginger, yeah.
That's
And,
classic. Look, or as the Scousers call it, I was like, let's play Knock Down Ginger. They're like, what? What's Knock Down Ginger? I go, so you knock on the door and run away, yeah. And They call it, so subtly, knock a door run. Wow. Wow, how did you come up with that? I can't even see the thought process from that. Knock a door run. Wow. Wow.
Sounds like a horrible cocktail.
Yeah. But they actually came up with something quite ingenious. When I was at school, there was a thing called cotton knocking, where you get like sewing cotton, you tie it to a door knocker, and then reel it around, and you go behind the car, and then knock with the knocker. And then when they close it, knock again, and then they're like, go mental. But yeah, cotton knocking. So if you guys ever fancy doing cotton knocking, give it a go, it is hilarious.
I'll have to try it out.
There used to be a house we used to always do when we were little, and one day he just come out with an axe. He just he chased us like round the block like 6 times, and I don't know why he didn't think to stop and just run back, because we'd have seen him in like a minute or so.
Was it? But did he actually want to murder you, or was he just trying to scare you? Let's be fair.
Yeah, well, he cut one of our mates' legs off, so...
Oh shit!
Lewis actually believed you then. He was like, wow. Why didn't you mention this at the start? That's a much more interesting story. But anyway...
there's also, like, have you ever heard of, like... I can't remember what it's called, but there was this... where you just knock on someone's door, and just, instead of running away, just stand there.
Just stand there. And profusely masturbate. And there used to be one where people used to knock on the doors and ask for time. And then someone else would go knock on the door and ask for the time. And then someone else would knock on the door and ask for the time. It works better when you have like 10 people.
Or 12.
Or 12. Go every hour. But
Just send the same guy once an hour.
just a time check. But anyway, you were talking about Knockdown Ginger, bro.
Yeah. But this guy has been doing it for fucking months now, yeah? And he egged his house apparently on Halloween, yeah? So the guy has then caught the kid and taken him into the house and handcuffed him to the washing line. And then he's only stuck a lit firecracker up his ass and fucking started hitting him with this cane. And like he's telling the kid like, fucking don't do it back, don't come back again and shit, yeah, don't ever do this, what you doing, like. And then just as the fucking thing's about to blow, he's pulled it out his ass and chucked it. Guy's been arrested for kidnapping a bro. For like, I think he went down for 4 years.
4 years sticking a firework up a kid's ass.
Could you imagine, like, in the cell, like, oi, what are you in here for? Murder. What did you do? Stuck a firework up a child's ass.
Wow.
Kid was like 14, so shit.
That is jokes.
This guy was an
The
old
lesson
man
to
as
be
well.
learnt there is don't knock on the door if you can't get away quick enough. I've came up with a game, but I haven't played it yet. I'm looking for someone like stupid enough to play it. So if that's you,
If you're out there,
yeah, if you're really
contact
stupid,
us on Facebook, Twitter. You've got the ones, you know where it is. We put it all on the Facebook
well, what
page.
the game is like you wait to see either a family like getting in their car. Like let's go with this example. They're all just getting in their car, like, or you just like jump in and just put your headphones in and fasten your seatbelt. And just see how long till you're like thrown out, and, like, beaten up.
I do remember one time I was going to meet fucking our subtlety dealer, and he's pulled up in the car, innit, yeah? Well, what we think is his car.
Yeah.
And as he's pulled up, we've gone to get in the car, and we're looking at this person, and we're just staring at this person, we're just like, sorry, shut the door, and just walked off, like. It's the most awkwardest thing ever, man.
The original idea of the game was if you find someone who's just like, I don't know, bringing their shopping in or something, just like go in, run up the stairs, and just like go in the bathroom and just lock yourself in the bathroom.
Wow.
That's
Bro.
the original idea of the game. So if you're stupid enough to, or brave enough, let's go
Yeah,
brave.
let's go brave.
Let's go brave.
That's how it goes.
If you're very courageous and brave, and well, want to do this and video it and send it in, do it.
Yeah. We'd love to see
Hashtag
it.
I'm a dumbass.
A lot of hashtags coming out.
Yeah.
Hashtag it up. But yeah, fireworks up arseholes. That's it. I still can't get that out of my head.
That's fucked up, innit? Just whipping him with
Anyway,
his cane.
Yeah.
Shit.
Here's something that's a bit fucked up. Here we go. Life's not all like shits and gigs. Check this out. A baby has died of herpes. Right, yeah, let me explain first of all. That's not the interesting
Bring the
part.
vibe down.
Bring it down a bit. But no, basically New York are trying to ban these orthodox Jewish ritual of circumcision, yeah?
Yeah.
Not just circumcision. Normally, what they do, like doctors or like certified rabbis, cut off the like obviously the foreskin, and they use a pipette to like get the blood. But Orthodox rabbis, instead of using a pipette, use their mouths.
What?
Yeah, and you're sitting really far away.
Oh
From...
no, my legs were cramping.
Oh, you're just waiting for when you're going to talk again.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Anyway, so they do it with their mouths, and this is like an ancient ritual. But New York are trying to ban it, just because of for hygiene reasons. Because like 2 children have died already. Already, they've been doing it for fucking centuries. Like, let's be fair, it is their own religion. And it's up to them whether the parents want to let them do it or not.
Oh.
But 2 kids have died from herpes. Like, that's kind of fucked up shit. You might need to just look at it a bit.
Man.
I mean, obviously religion and stuff, and it's up to you what you want to do and stuff. But I guess your kid doesn't have a choice. Just saying. And you just might want to just work on, like, I know, health things. But I'm not gonna damn the religion. Religion's up to you, man. Do your thing.
Just imagine if like that happened to Jesus, because he was a Jew.
He was a Jew. Like, he
Just
got
like,
herpes
yeah.
and he died.
God,
No Christianity.
God sent his son to come and like help the world, and he died as a baby because someone sucked his foreskin off.
Don't suck it off.
Could you imagine if they did
They
that?
just draw
waited
blood
for
with
the
it.
pop.
Oh, this is a dangerous subject. Let's no longer talk about the Jewish faith.
Oh, shit.
Let's leave it be.
Definitely.
Here's something interesting that I've seen. This is maybe quite old news, but I only seen it recently. Is a scientist in Russia was domesticating foxes. Yeah, he was like seeing like how we like domesticated, how we got dogs, basically how you domesticate an animal over time, and he got to pick these Russian foxes, and basically what he would do is he'd like find the nicest ones,
The calmest ones.
the ones he won't bite his fingers when you tried to stroke them. Then he'd breed them and do the same thing over and over again until he had actual foxes who actually like seeked out people and actually tried to get their attention by like nuzzling them. And that just reminds me of the story of Rita, the fox nuzzling, but nuzzling them
Did you read that?
wagging the tail. I've read that on the podcast
That's
before.
awesome.
And you should listen to it, damn it. No one actually listens. I'm a bit upset. But who are all these people playing the prank on me? Like, we got like 79 listens on each podcast. It's like, who's doing this?
Yeah, like click F5 and maybe John will keep doing them.
But yeah, they actually like wag their tails and shit, and they want you to stroke them. But the interesting thing they found as well is they started to look like dogs. They started to get floppy ears, and like they've got like more of a dog shape to their faces.
Sick.
And shit. So it's like apparently the way dogs look is because like apparently dogs wouldn't have looked like that. They would look like straight up wolves.
Yeah.
Even with huskies, like
The
like,
same thing was.
don't
with
look like
dogs.
exactly like wolves though, do they?
No.
But I think wolves would look different. I think there might have been other breeds of like not just wolf but dog, just dog and specifically.
Yeah.
But like they would have looked more different to what they are now because apparently more domesticated animals have that face.
Yeah.
Crazy
Well,
shit.
There was a lady in like the park who had a wolf, and apparently you just like run round and just like
Kill
roll,
kids.
No, like lick
Blow
kids'
down
faces.
blow down houses. Little pigs' houses.
Well, yeah, just not brick ones. He couldn't manage them.
Yeah, manage the brick one. Dress up like an old lady. The classic wolf things to do. Okay, well,
Joe.
I think it's come to that time where I go. Arse, Auntie, no, Luke.
Is that
So
that wasn't agreed upon that I do an advice column?
Ask Auntie Luke. Well, all the guest hosts have done it so far.
Yeah.
I say all of them. One. We had
100%.
Alex and then Zach. So 100% of the guest hosts have done it. So you're going to make it that as well. So basically, I don't know if you've heard this part of the show before. I think you have, where Auntie Alex answers questions sent in by the listeners.
Plural.
The listener. If you'd like- Charlie and my mum. Would you like to answer some of these questions? Would you be happy to do so? Okay.
Go on then.
I think this one is from Charlie. The question is, how does sex work from start to finish?
Well, you look at the telly
Okay.
and you see that nothing's on.
Right. good start.
And like you go through all the channels on the Freeview. This is your foreplay. You go through all the channels and really nothing is on. Maybe Hollyoaks later, but that would just further the mood. But then you look over to your missus, and she looks back at you.
He's gonna get punched if this.
And
is
you do,
good.
yeah. She's like right here. And then you look at her as if to say,
This is what happens with you lot.
you fancy a bit.
Yeah, well, how does that look? We'll post a picture of this in a bit. But how's the look? You fancy a bit? That's a good look. That's
He's
a
got
good
hands
look.
with it.
That is a good look, right?
And then she does this.
Is that
look.
doing it for you, Ellie? Go on, give it a look. Give it a look. Is that doing it for you?
Well, she's occupied. Like the telly's not shit. Well, we don't have a telly, so we can just skip that phase now. So I just do this, and then she does this look, as if to say, "Oh, go on,
Touch
then."
and rolls her eyes. If you insist.
It's usually the other way around.
Yeah, it's normally the other way around.
You try and roll your eyes.
And
No,
then,
not again. Zach has
goes
come
on.
to that reality as well. Zach has realised that sex is not really that like. It's just
Yeah.
like it's just one of those things. He thought it was like he was putting the pussy on a pedestal, and now he's realised it's just not worth it.
Yeah, then you go through the actual act, and then at the end you've got to say something funny or it don't count.
I
You don't.
She don't like this. Like, I've started calling her Chops just because I reckon if she was a detective, that'd be her name.
don't. Detective
A
Chops.
detective sidekick. Like,
Right.
obviously she wouldn't be like Morse or anything.
Book 'em Chops.
So at the end of sex one time, I said, "You've done it again, Chops."
Okay. Wow.
She's not amused.
So yeah.
And then she sort of gets off disappointed and like annoyed that you called her Chops.
And this is every
This
woman.
is just everyone.
This is just
the
every woman.
universal thing. Then you attempt to Simba her, but she's already left to go get lemonade. So you're just there with just like a really sticky hand.
If people don't know what a Simba is, I think we talked about like weird sex things in the past, and Alex came up with some weird shit. But
Yeah, you did.
but apparently you jizz in your hand and then you dip your thumb in it and you spread it on her forehead and go Simba.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's
Simba.
But yeah, then she goes to get lemonade and you fall asleep. And that is sex.
It's all like skip,
Young man.
like you do the deed.
Yeah, that's like...
The foreplay and the after is the more important bit. But yeah, I think Charlie's happy with that advice.
Oh, and you don't shit yourself. You just
Just to
advice
clarify,
Charlie.
we come up with some weird things to do after like do during sex, like the Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Waka, waka,
Waka. Oh,
waka,
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 waka.
The noise at the end is new.
Predator got you.
Oh yeah, that was another one. At the end, I just looked at her and just went, "Predator got you."
Serious.
Predator got you.
So,
I think another good one would be like Rocky, like dum bam 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 bam, and then you like go through all 6 films, and like you fight a Russian and everything. Mr.
Okay.
T just like disrespects you in front of her.
So that was good advice coming from Auntie Luke there. Next one is STD from dogs. Is it possible? Because
Well, you can
I've
probably
been
give
having
them 2.
sex with my dog, and it's quite the randy bastard. And he's always having sex in the park. So I think I might have caught something.
Cook something from your dog. Go see your vet. And see
That
if
may
they can
again
help
still
you
been
out.
from Charlie. We had better ask him. You can only send him one question at a time, Charles. So yeah, what
It
would you
depends
say?
what end you're on, really. Like if you're giving it to the dog, actually, I suppose it doesn't really make a difference. Just that's a dodgy lipstick. Don't use it as a lipstick. 'Cause
Don't
then you
use
get
it.
facial herpes off your dog,
Yeah,
and you just look like really rancid.
it's not good shit.
Don't just avoid it, but don't fuck your dog. Like,
But if you
all the
can't
best
help
thing to say.
yourself,
If you can't help yourself, if you're just like a weird Chinese fetish, like Chinese people just like.
why is it specifically Chinese?
Well, because they fuck their dogs before they eat them.
Oh wow.
Like maybe it's that sort of.
Wow, we're definitely going to get a lot more listeners on the podcast when there's an outrage on the internet. Podcast just like promotes racism.
No, well, I was actually on the bus the other week, and a group of like teenage boys came up to me and like, "Oh, look at your dog," and like they're like, "Oh, come here and look at this dog, Wing Pao." I can't remember what his actual name was. It was something
Wing
like
Pao. We are in so much trouble. The podcast does not endorse racism in any way.
Well, no.
Any ideas or views expressed by the individual is that of their own.
Take it onto my SoundCloud because it don't get any views. But then this boy just goes, I wouldn't come too close because I'll like get hungry. Like this Asian kid.
Was he cracking his own joke?
Yeah, he was cracking his own joke. So I thought
Classic.
it must be acceptable
For you to crack it.
If he said it.
If he said
I think he's allowed to say it. Those are the rules. Isn't that right, my nigga?
It's definitely right.
Well, I think that's
Them's
racist.
the rules.
If I can't make a joke about the Chinese just because I'm white,
That is racism. That is racism.
fight the power.
It's PC gone mad. Best police officer ever. But okay, so I think I answered your question as well as a bit of like friendly family racism. Next questions come in from someone that we do not know, and they said, "How do you tell a girlfriend that her vagina smells?"
Well, you got to do it subtly. Like,
What, you got to get really, really subtle? You mean like
you
roll up a couple, get super
Get
subtle
subtle.
first,
yeah.
and then
Then what you do is you come home and wait for her to be cooking dinner. You
right.
just go, "Oh, fish, lovely," and like go into the kitchen. She's cooking like a curry or something. Just like she's like,
You're gonna be fucked if she is cooking fish though.
Yeah. Time it. Don't do it then.
Sunday dinner.
Just like,
You
oh.
blatantly know it's Sunday. She said,
Yeah.
"Love, I'm cooking a roast," and you go,
If you
"Woo!"
come home and it is
Salmon.
and it is in fact fish, just go like, "Oh, I didn't know we were having Vagisil for like tea."
Lovely.
Just like, yeah. Well, that's the way I'd go about it.
Okay.
Or just like one day when you're going down on her, just like leave a sponge and like bucket by the bed. just
Lovely.
do it yourself, and like it's just like a big wet tongue.
I remember one time I was dating this chick in Essex.
This is not Ask Auntie Lewis. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Go on, tell us.
And fucking, yeah, we must have been getting down to the deed, as you do. And like, I went to fucking go down, yeah. And boy, she just got out of the shower as well, fam, yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck? I come straight back up, and I was just like, yeah.
Good morning, ladies.
No, I didn't say it to her. I didn't know what to say, bro. I was like, fuck.
It was just like you had like John West tattooed on her.
Did she not have like any doubts? Like, oh, why did you just go under the quilt randomly,
I started just kissing
sniff
her,
my
like,
vagina, and then come back up?
Well, really loudly went. Woo! Got back out. Let's get the fuck out of there.
Oh shit.
So I hope that's answered your question. Just subtly bring it up.
When she's
Yeah.
cooking. If your bird don't cook, you're fucked too. I haven't thought this through.
He hasn't thought it through. You could also always go, "Your vagina smells," and then like get like, flash and spray, splash
And
at
then
her.
just like hit it with a claw hammer.
Yeah, classy. Final.
Soap without a scent.
Final.
Well, no, the ones with a scent make it worse.
Just
the ones
This
without
is
it.
a handy lady tits, boobs, jugs. A handy lady tip. Unscented soap. Coming straight from the word.
The horse's mouth.
The horse. Anyway.
I have advice for females.
But anyway. Last question. It comes from, I think this is from America. Okay.
What gives you that idea?
Because I'm going to read it in an American accent.
You're actually from Jamaica, but you just have a really shit Jamaican accent. You just relocated it to one you can do.
Yeah, man. Okay. Like, oh my god, is there any way I can get this popular guy to get me pregnant? Like, could you totally help me out and tell me how to get up the duff?
Well,
As an American lady would say.
I actually talk about this in my upcoming book, Chronicles of Sutton.
Chronicles of Sutton. Not many people will get that, but
Sutton was dubbed in the Metro Slutton, like genuinely. Like,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I saw like they went Sutton, otherwise known as Slutton to locals. Like, I actually said this in the Metro.
Jokes.
So yeah, they're widely renowned. Like the women.
Yeah.
And
The women of Sutton.
The girls, like their vaginas are widely renowned. And the best
In
advice I can give
circumference.
is just get a guy drunk at a party, and you get him so drunk that he either wants to, or so drunk that he passes out, and just like slip a Viagra in his last drink or something, and then like he don't even have to be any of the wiser. I mean, you can bring it up
Isn't
at a
that
later
right,
date.
though?
Yeah, it's about
But it does get the job done. She didn't. She didn't say say no rape. She just didn't even. She hadn't even thought of rape. Rape hadn't even occurred to her. But now you got it, and I hope that helped. Like, oh my god, it totally did. Sorted. And that was.
Look forward to seeing.
Oh, to Luke.
Could you imagine we just see him on like Jerry Springer, just like. What made you think like raping the popular guy when he was asleep was a good idea? Oh yeah, I got it off the Lame podcast.
The Lame podcast.
That's
when
going
we do it.
worldwide.
Worldwide chappers. So have we got any news, boys? Have you guys got any news for me?
One thing, this woman, she was a carer.
Yeah.
And she used to go around people's houses and they care. But she used to abuse this woman. This woman's like 85 or something. And
What?
Yeah, and she used to like scratch her, grab her wrists and like drag her upstairs to the bed and that. Because obviously you got to put them from like the chair into the bed to like do creaming and like change nappies or whatever.
Lovely.
And like, great image. But no,
Post an image of that.
yeah, she was
Coming at you live from the Lame podcast.
She was obviously complaining about that, and her family then put cameras in the house, so then they caught the woman, and she was there, caught on tape, calling her a nasty old cow, and it was jokes I see in the paper, and it said silly T star T, silly twat, and I was just like, what, you say bear shit in the paper worse than twat? But anyway, yeah.
Just a little gripe there.
Yeah.
You guys my quick gears.
Grinds my gears.
Twat.
Twat. And no, yeah. And I was just like, fuck, she got jailed for 4 months though. So. Damn
They should have
fucking
swapped.
right.
They should have swapped the sentences between the guy who stuck a firework up a kid's ass and the lady fucking up an old lady.
They're sharing a cell.
And then they make kids that look like dogs.
Well, foxes, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's awesome. I like to try and introduce as many new segments to shows as I can, and this new segment goes a little bit like this. Bam, ba-da-dum, bam, bam. Sex scenes from fan fiction. Ba-da-dum, bam, bam, bam.
This just becomes a weekly thing.
Okay, so I was reading up on a little bit of on this website, and they were writing about fan fiction, but like unlikely sex scenes from fan fiction. Okay, and there's a couple that I thought were quite interesting. There was one with Professor Snape, where he bonks the Teletubbies. Yeah. And they all get a face full of tubby custard. Snapey custard. But yeah, that one was pretty cool. And there was another one where Professor X and Magneto and Hannibal Lecter have a freeway.
What the fuck?
That just reminds me of a website. If you guys check it out, it's called lemonparty.org.
Never seen.
Go on it. It's hilarious.
Don't know internet.
It is Magneto, Hannibal Lecter, and Professor X having a freeway. Look at it, enjoy it, savour it. And this last one, which I'll talk about a little bit more, I mentioned earlier, about like Anne Frank, Goku and Anne Frank. Yeah, and this one I actually sat down and read the whole thing. I was like, wait, let me have a little fucking look at this. So, I'll synopsise. Basically, Goku, fucking Nazi Germany, yeah? World War II. Nazi-occupied Germany. Anne Frank is there with her dad. They're going to go hide in his office. Yeah, away from the Nazis. Suddenly this man turns up with spiky blonde hair and this orange jumpsuit. He's just there floating. And at this point, Anne Frank's just enamoured by this character, this person she's never seen before. He then reveals that his name is Goku, and he's an alien from the future, and he's from another timeline, and he's an alien, part of this alien race with the Saiyans. And they're like, holy shit. And he's like, oh, he asks if he can stay over while he recharges, so he can travel back. And, in a short amount of time, Anne Frank's love develops really quickly for Goku, and she puts the moves on to him. It's all I can describe as the moves. She puts the moves onto Goku, and Goku has to politely decline and tell her about him being married. So anyway, once he's like brushed her off and said, "Look, love, none of this," he says, "Alright, I'm recharged now. I've got to hop it back to my timeline." Fucks off. So then Anne Frank and stuff carry on with their lives, and boom, spoiler alert, Anne Frank gets caught by the Nazis and, and gets taken to like a concentration camp and shit, and suddenly they spend the years out there. Goku returns in the blaze of glory. It's like, fuck this shit. He goes, let's fuck shit up. So he like fucking gets a tank and he goes on a Nazi killing spree. Yeah, he brings Anne with him, and he declares his love for Anne. He's like, yeah, fucking love you, Anne. He goes, let's go fucking stop the Nazis together. So they're like, fuck yeah. They like fly off in this tank, and they go to fucking kill Hitler. But then Hitler reveals that he's a Saiyan.
Oh shit!
And that's the whole thing about the blue eyes and the blonde hair. It's like Super Saiyans. And he wanted to create a race of Super Saiyans, but it's like, yeah, I'm here. And so they like have an epic battle, and Goku kills him. Like with a Kamehameha, just like, ah!
Yeah,
it disintegrates.
Spirit bomb.
No, just a Kamehameha.
Oh.
And then they kill him, and then Anne Frank and Goku live happily ever after, and Goku completely forgets about his wife.
Oh shit!
And the other timeline. So yeah, and that was. Can't remember how the jingle goes.
Sound like the insect.
Dum 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 dum. Sex scenes from fan fiction.
We watched me and Ellie. We bought legally Spider-Man.
Yeah, question we downloaded.
Question.
We talked about this on the podcast, like one of the early podcasts.
We downloaded. We were looking for Spider-Man trilogy on at Amazon.
On Amazon.
Not Pirate Bay.
Not Pirate Bay. Yeah.
Not Pirate Bay. And
incidentally,
as it happens on go on, incidentally.
I was going to say incidentally, Pirate Bay, mentioning Pirate Bay, have been closed down, haven't they? But they haven't really. Well, we get fucked over for this now. But basically, people probably know this anyway. It's not like we only know. Like, they sent me an email, a little sneaky email. We're not really. Like, people know this. It's why they know. I don't know what the fucking authorities are doing about it. But basically, you have to create like a wireless net, like a fucking offline network with them, and then you get the files off their cloud or whatever. You have to be offline. You get their files, put them onto your torrent, and once they're on your torrent downloader, it can't be shown the source where you got it from, so it's cache. And so you can still get on it. There's a certain way you have to do it. You can Google it. Just Google anything. You can learn how to do it. So yeah, just do that, and you can still get from Pirate Bay. Just thought I'd mention that. Helpful. Handy hint.
You trying to hold my hand in?
Yeah. I was getting emotional. Yeah, so we were on Amazon, and we searched Spider-Man, and as so happens on like Amazon all the time, porn comes up first.
Oh yeah.
As it does.
On Amazon.
Can't stress this enough. Amazon.
Yeah, so Spider-Man porn parody come up, and we thought we'd buy it anyway. Right.
Okay.
So we were watching it, and it was actually really well made. There was like really good animation in it as well. But the scene that got me, the first scene is just like fucking Reptile or someone. I don't know. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, it's a really scaly dick.
Oh no, it weren't even. Yeah, we had to fast forward it because he was. Scary.
He was scary.
It was
He was
scary
like
looking.
the electric Spider-Man villain. I can't even. Probably Electro or some shit.
And he just had like.
And yeah, and he
was-
like when he came like on the bird's stomach, it was just like electricity, and she was just like dying.
Oh shit!
And then we got to the upside down Spider-Man kissing scene, and he comes down
We
and
talked
kisses
about this,
her,
yeah.
and then he shut up and come back down, and his cock was out.
You showed me this, and I was like, we must talk about this on the podcast.
Have you already spoke about it on the
Yeah.
podcast?
Yeah.
And she
You
like
showed him it.
blows him.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
was
showed me
really
it. We was holding hands. But yeah, that was pretty awesome. Does anyone else have anything left to say about the news?
Going back to the Olympics.
But the Paralympics.
Yeah, the Paralympics.
Is it this Lewis's new section? No longer about the Olympics, the Paralympics, and it goes like this. Yeah,
Fucking Paralympics.
yeah. Doesn't matter if you're crippled, 'cause you can still do events and shit. And yeah.
You still can't walk.
But that's fine because you're heroes in our hearts. Yeah.
And I
yeah.
don't feel bad for you when you win, just because I know that I can walk and you can't.
Right, I keep on trying to save it, but Luke like really wants to like blame podcast and not exist. So we're gonna get fucked over. But no, you guys are all
But yeah,
heroes.
that's your jingle.
That's your jingle.
Do you remember that? No.
Hey, we got to close down with it.
No, yeah.
He just goes.
I can't remember who it was that asked.
I don't even know why I was gonna go. Cripple Olympics. I was like, no, that's not the name. That is just wrong.
Can't remember who asked this question. Yeah. You know that when the horses do that dancing, what's it called?
Yeah, I know. When the horses do the robot, like from 1984. But yeah, the fucking what's it? Subtlety.
Horse dancing.
Horse dancing.
No,
The
Is that what's
triage or the something.
something like that.
Arge. Arge from The Only Way's Essex.
Yeah.
That is the name of it.
Someone asked though if it was the horses that were the same.
Special need horses. Well, this horse is way too special to send to the glue factory. Let's just give him pretty carry-ons.
They usually just shoot them dead though if they're fucking
What?
disabled.
What?
Horses.
Hold on, horses. I was like, this just took a real dark turn on the Lane podcast. Just shoot him. If you don't win the race, are you sure you was like this before you started? Like horses, you're gonna get injured. Are you sure you was always in a wheelchair? Just take him out back. We sent him to a farm.
Shit. No, yeah. I don't know if you heard about that boat that was found either.
No, what? Boat that was found.
In Norfolk.
I thought this was still the Paralympics.
No, this is some next thing.
So we need to finish the Paralympic slot here,
Oh.
where it goes Paralympics.
It's good that you're getting on with your lives.
Yeah, win medals and stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Like, it would be so easy to just give up on life in your situation and just become an alcoholic.
But you don't want to do that because Lieutenant Dan already did that, and you don't want to be a stereotype. Yeah.
There we go.
Sick.
Lieutenant
That's better.
Dan.
It's
I love
more
Lieutenant
positive.
Dan. It is more positive. No, Lieutenant Dan is awesome.
But
I
yeah,
don't know
they
who
were,
Lieutenant Dan is.
Have you not seen Forrest Gump?
No, I've seen Anchorman.
Oh, the only film you've ever seen is Anchorman.
Mm.
But anyway,
Spider-Man, Paul.
And Spider-Man.
it's not really a movie though.
Your boat in Norfolk.
Apparently Norfolk.
no, yeah, just...
Your boat.
No, it's not my boat. It's
Oh.
just these people own it, but...
I thought you was holding out on me.
People own this one.
People own
One of
this.
them boats.
Rather than Super Saiyans.
And, yeah, their 13-year-old was left on it, stranded, like... But it was tied to this tree, so it was only in, like, a little, like, valley, in, like, a little, like, lake sort of thing, yeah? And, yeah, the parents went missing, and they were found today, but they don't know, the child isn't speaking to the police for some reason. So I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? This is just some mental
So
some
interesting.
mental case.
That's
Charles
some
is a psychopath.
crazy.
Child psychopath.
What? Fuck shit, man.
Well, it's not the parents' fault. We established this.
No, yeah.
It's not the
The
parents' fault.
parents were
That
found like under the water somewhere in the lake.
well, they were just dead.
Yeah.
Oh
Holy
shit! Oh, I thought they were alive.
No,
Oh
no.
shit!
That's what I thought you meant today. Yeah, they found them today, like on the shore
the
or
bodies,
something.
they found the
Oh,
bodies.
shit.
That is fucked up shit. That is some shit. That's a horror movie shit.
You know what I mean? I read that.
How
and I
old
was
is
like,
the little boy?
There's a girl, 13.
Oh,
And they...
because I thought they could have not been talking because like maybe the child couldn't talk yet.
No, yeah,
That
she's
is
going in for
fucked.
questioning and all that. But I was just like,
That is
what
some
the
ring
hell?
shit.
Yeah.
And she was all like wet and stuff, and it was just looking down, standing there like. Police got on board, and it's just like you'd fucking.
Well, like she went for a swim when she saw the police chopper.
Yeah.
Shit, better go for a swim and change.
Better
into
put
the
this creepy nightgown on. That'll do. But anyway, I was thinking we could bring back the improv, just because Luke has never done an improv here before. That might be funky. Might be interesting. Also, you're sitting really far away from the.
Yeah, I was sat back.
I don't know how quiet. Have you actually been able to hear Luke? Let us know.
Just,
You can contact us on our Twitter, Facebook.
The only comment
You know
is
the
just no.
But yeah.
No.
But anyway, before we do the improv, because I think improv is a good idea. Any news stories left over?
I've got some that they're not really that recent, but it's all been resolved now. There was one. I don't know if any of you know who Randy Blythe is.
No.
He's the singer of a band called
tell
Lamb of God.
listeners.
Yeah, he's
Lamb
the
of
singer
God.
of a band called Lamb of God, and like, well, you don't really have to be into the music to get the story, but this is what supposedly happened: is like a fan kept trying to jump the railing and get on stage.
Is this the one where he kills him by accident?
You sort of ruined the story,
I'm sorry.
but yeah, yeah.
You
In a
ruined
nutshell,
the story.
Yeah,
Swear
he
that.
keeps trying to jump and
Right.
the bouncers keep chucking him back. But one time he gets past the bouncers and gets on stage and comes like running at the band. And supposedly Randy Blythe pushed him off stage and he cracked his head open and died.
What the fuck?
But then they were like, the band left the country because like they were on tour. But they went back, like this was in like 2003 supposedly. But they went back to tour there like this year, or yeah, early this year, and he was just arrested as soon as he landed in the country
Shit. That's
for
pissed.
for manslaughter. But it later came out that he didn't do it, and it was like a security. Like there was a video released online, and the security had shoved him before he cracked his head open. But he got jailed, and like loads of people turned against the band and stuff
Yeah.
because he was a murderer. Like, and I don't think that's that bad, because especially in that sort of music, there was a band called Damage Plan that had a guitar player in it, and he used to be in like a band called Pantera, and basically someone jumped up on stage at one of their gigs and just shot the guitar player and then shot himself.
What?
But like, I don't really blame him, because that's like, if you think about it, that's where he works. Like, he works on the stage. If that's just his job, like if you worked in a restaurant and some nutcase came flying at you, like, because that guy could have had any intention. He probably didn't. Like, he probably didn't want to like kill the band. But if he
could
had,
have.
yeah, he could have. And if someone came running at you, like in your work, if you work in like a restaurant or something, and regardless of their intention, if someone comes running at you and just jumps in your personal space, you wouldn't be expected to just take a kick in.
No, of course.
Like, if you were a waitress or something and you hit someone with a tray, like, we were told when we worked in a nightclub, if someone lunged at us, we were allowed to hit them with a side of a bottle. Like, not that, like, you're not allowed to bottle them, but if you've got a bottle in your hand and stuff and you hit them, then that's okay because it's self-defense. Like,
Oh shit!
Yeah. And you didn't bring
Kill a
weapons
guy.
with you.
And fucking
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're not even like glass bottles. They're like
No, yeah.
plastic bottles.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, there.
but I was just thinking though, because like, if that happened to someone like Labyrinth, like, I know people don't tend to rush the stage, but if someone rushed the stage at him,
No, have you heard about that Pitbull one?
yeah, and Pitbull beat him up,
No, yeah, basically.
Yeah, like punched him and kicked him off stage.
That was fucking joke.
carried on singing too. That was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
awesome.
But they did a what's it? Someone else as well. I can't
Snoop
remember who
Dogg,
it is.
wasn't it?
No, it was not Snoop Dogg. It was.
There's one where the guy tried to get up on Snoop Dogg's stage, yeah. His whole crew just
Oh yeah,
fucked
fucking
him up,
shit
bro.
up. No, he tried to hug him like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
like,
he
he tried
tried
to hug Snoop Dogg like, yeah, and everyone just jumped on him, started boom, stepping on him and shit. It was like,
There was
fucking
like
hell.
20 guys.
They went
just
over the top
Yeah,
there.
over the top.
But there was one time.
They're niggas, man. They're proper.
they were big guys.
They're like gangsters, man. That's
Just fucking shut up.
oh,
But
God.
no, there's one where this guy like says something and he takes his top off. I'm trying to fucking remember who it is. Akon.
Akon.
Someone gets up on stage and he picks him up and throws him back into the crowd.
Oh shit.
But people, I can't remember. Someone told me it was like he did it because he was pissed off. But I think someone he does it when he goes and does shows. He gets like
a stooge or
yeah,
something. Yeah,
well, not a stooge, but he gets
a guy
like
to do it.
someone wants to get thrown up off stage and he's like, because he's like hench, he's just like, yeah, come on stage, I'll throw someone into the audience. Sort of thing.
Oh shit.
Sounds kind of dangerous, but if he
It's
wants to
madness though. Like if
I'd love
I
to
was-
crowd surf though.
I've
How
done that.
sick would
That's
that
awesome.
be? Yeah.
The funniest thing happened though is when we did it. My brother came with me, and he got passed over the crowd, and he got passed over a group of 12-year-olds, and
They just dropped
all
him.
dropped to the floor.
Yeah.
They dropped as well though, like under his weight.
Oh shit.
And then the same gig, someone come and passed over us, and like it starts going over like younger people, and they start to sort of lose him, and he starts going down. And my brother thought, you know what, this has happened to me, it's not nice. I'll give him a little boost, and he's just like propped him up. And where he's like throwing him up, the guy landed when there was like a mosh pit going, like there's a big clearing, and this guy just hit his head on the like concrete floor.
Oh
Shit.
fuck!
Just like-
So it fucked him up even more.
Yeah, like by trying to help,
Yeah.
he like
So it's the way,
threw a
man.
guy on his head.
Oh
Wow.
shit.
Fucked up shit.
Yeah, Sean.
And Sean got promptly arrested for manslaughter. Wow. So
No, yeah. One thing though. Back to like last week's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was.
what's up?
He won't be going to gigs after tomorrow because my brother's having a baby tomorrow. Well, he's not having a baby.
He is having a baby. He had one of those
Congratulations,
weird
Sean.
sex changes where he didn't have babies. But yeah, what was you
Yeah,
saying?
back to like last week's podcast when I talk about dumb criminals. There's this one, this one idiot.
So back to last week's podcast. That's been banned for copyright.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So no one's even got to listen to it.
Ah.
Apologise, people. But we were thinking about releasing it probably like the lost episode sometime later, but without the soundtrack at the end.
When you're short an episode.
Yeah. when we're slacking as we do, we'll do that.
As per usual.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, guy nicks this bumper, like a car bumper, and he goes and sells it on eBay. He's only gone and sold it to the person who's robbed it for. He's got caught and arrested for it.
4 years.
I think it was.
4 years.
No, I can't even remember. I
Poor saint.
don't even remember what that was.
It was like form.
That's the go-to.
Yeah.
It's like
Go to sentencing when the judge gets lazy.
4 years.
4 years.
Scientists say 82% of people will believe anything.
That dude said.
What? Anything.
Just believe
If you
anything.
say a scientist has said it.
Oh yeah, if you say a scientist said it, yeah.
That's the thing. I don't know if you spoke about this when you're talking about dumb criminals, but there was a thing. Did you ever hear of the cucumber robberies?
No.
Like where
The
people would run up into like behind people in malls and malls. It's an American
Malls.
story. Shopping centres, and then just like put a cucumber into their back and blag it was a shotgun.
No
Just
way.
went, don't turn around, and just mug people with cucumbers.
You hear about the guy though that robbed the bank and he had 2 scaffolding poles taped together.
Like some elephant gun. Like, can you imagine how big the
together.
barrel you'd think the barrel is?
Taped together in the JD bag. He's there holding it up and he held up the bank.
There's someone who lives in Kingston who like I didn't really know, but my friends knew. Yeah. Well, anyway, he ran into a bank with a BB gun and just tried to rob it and just got
No
caught
way.
instantly. Had like an orange tip and everything. I don't know if that's true.
That was a good choice.
Oh, it is true.
Oh shit!
An orange
He'd
tip.
only just bought it and thought, oh, we'll see what we can do with it.
What
Wow.
the fuck?
See what we could do with this. Rob
What
a
a
bank.
then.
We'll just give that a go.
He's found out something he cannot do with this.
Yeah. This is one thing you can't do.
He got done for armed robbery too.
Yeah,
just 'cause,
Yeah.
like, it was used as a weapon.
So
I got something quite cool though.
wow, you've got loads this week. Wow.
Someone
This is
did
the
some
first.
research.
Someone, because last week we were. Well, you guys don't even know because you didn't even get to listen to it. You missed. That was the best episode ever. No, it wasn't because no one had any news. We literally half of that 2-hour video is an hour-long DJ mix from a guy that I met called Bannerworks, sick DJ. Check him out because obviously he didn't get mentioned last time. So make sure you check him out on Twitter, Facebook, the YouTube, the SoundCloud. Check him out. Bannerworks, which is Banner, BANNER, RX
The
Bannerworks.
joke's thing is in the last podcast you got that wrong, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't even know his name. But yeah, Bannerworks, he's a serious guy, serious DJ. Check him out. But we can't play any of his stuff because it's copyrighted. So it's all good in the hood.
But this woman, she's been given.
We didn't even tell him what we did. We did. No news.
Oh yeah.
I thought we had mentioned
Yeah.
that we had no news last week. Yeah, we had no news.
But no, yeah, this woman, she's been given a bionic eye after being blind for 30 years. She's beginning to be able to see shapes and stuff. She wants to see her kids after 4 years.
Awesome.
I've called the kids 4 years.
It's the rise of the robots. Fuck. This is exactly what Terminator warned us. We've been trained for this, people.
Yeah.
So bionic eye. That's a nice little happy ending to the news. Lady wants to see her kids with a bionic eye. That's awesome. Nice way to wrap up the news. Enjoyable. It's not all doom and gloom. Pow. So we're going to do an improv now. Throw some crazy shapes at you. All you funky cats out there. I figured we could do this improv though. We could do the Professor X, Magneto and Hannibal Lecter. The before the threesome. How they decide how they're going to go and get into this threesome. Okay. And we can each be a character. Anyone got any ones they actually definitely want to do?
I don't know who Professor X and that are.
You don't know who Professor X
No.
Magneto is from X-Men?
I'd never seen X-Men.
Never
seen.
even heard of X-Men?
I've heard of X-Men.
You don't know who Hannibal Lecter
I
is?
know Wolverine is.
Do you know who Hannibal Lecter?
Cyclops.
You know Hannibal Lecter?
I know of Hannibal Lecter.
He's a cannibal in a film.
Alright.
He's a serial killer sort of guy, but he eats people.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So that can be your character because he seems the easiest to grasp. You're just a cannibal. You don't have to see the movies. You're a cannibal, eats people, and you like the smell of vaginas.
Who are the other two?
But the other guy,
Magneto
the others are
and Professor
guys.
X.
I'll be first X.
I won't be around.
What? So
for
I
two.
have to be Magneto.
Magneto's the metal guy.
Okay, fine.
I'll be the metal guy then.
No, I'll be the metal guy. I've just come to terms with being the metal guy. I'll be the metal guy. Okay, so we got Hannibal Lecter, Professor X, and Magneto. I feel that Professor X and Magneto will probably start in this scene, and Hannibal Lecter will come in later on. Hannibal Lecter may be able to come in at any time he's choosing, or we might end up introducing him somehow. It's improv. We don't know how it's going to go, people. It's probably going to be really shit. You might want to skip to the end and listen to Dynamite. But we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to start like this. So, scene.
What are you doing, Magneto?
Wow, Professor X is a young American guy. How you doing, Professor X? I'm Magneto. I'm floating.
What the hell are you doing over there?
Just playing with metal and shit.
I can read your mind.
Read my mind. Hope you're wearing a condom, 'cause my mind's dirty.
Oh, is that how you feel?
So you think what I'm thinking?
I'm feeling.
You feeling that?
I hear that.
You thought that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know you feel this way.
Deep imagery, I know. Yep.
I just wish we could.
Good.
Maybe
Shall we?
you pull me closer. As I can't move.
Don't worry, your wheelchair is made out of metal. It's cash. Roll on over. Okay, now we're closer.
Hey.
Awesome. So, I've got a friend. He's a doctor. So you might get on with him. You know, both been having doctorates and shit.
Yeah.
He's just outside, so I'll call him in.
I knew he was there.
You've just heard him talking outside.
Hannibal! It's not your name, but I don't think. Hannibal Lecter! Are you there?
Oh, hello guys, you're right.
Oh, hey.
Wow. Who are you?
Surprised that.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
We discussed this before.
We did discuss this, yeah.
You look really scary.
Thanks. I made an effort. I dressed up. What the fuck? What sort of come on like
You didn't even stand up.
Stupid chair guy.
Can you help me?
Sorry, he's my friend. Sorry, I didn't
Can
even
you
say
help
that.
me? Oh. I need help.
You need help.
Are you incontinent?
I just can't get up.
1 second. I have an idea. Just get this metal rod. Sham it down your jackside. Shazam, instant boner.
Wow.
Now look what I can make it do now.
What
S.
what the hell?
Move like a snake. Do a moonwalk.
He's moonwalking.
Yeah, his penis is moonwalking. For everyone at home, visual description. Professor X's penis is now moonwalking.
Audio book.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter looks bemused. So, shall we get this party on?
Feel this. Shit.
I dibs oral
On all of us.
on all of you. I'm just gonna nom at you.
Awesome.
Shit, I know I'm not.
He's not. And,
I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable.
scene. That I do. So what's the awful improv? I was there just to make up the time, guys. To be fair, that was all. Basically, we wanted to give you something shit before we did something even shitter. Just to get you used to it. We're going to do bring back those classic prank calls. Those classic lame podcast prank calls. I hear you say, what? The ones where you call Pete? Ah, those shenanigans, I know. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. If he answers the phone, hopefully he does.
Who's got credit?
We all got credit, but who's got a phone that can... You got a phone?
I have a phone.
Can you make phone calls on it?
Yeah, my microphone's fucked though.
Can you put it on loudspeaker?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So do you want to give him the number? And while you're giving him the number, I'll just throw jokes at the thing so they're not getting bored. So you can show them the number. Let's start off with a snappy one. Velcro. What a rip-off.
I like that.
Korean meatballs. They really are the dog's bollocks. What do you call a policewoman who shaves a fanny? CUNTSTUBLE. What's the difference between a fridge and a fanny? Fridge don't fart when you take the meat out.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Dyslexic man walks into a bra. Have we got the number?
Yeah.
You were just making me just wanted me to carry on doing jokes. That's enough jokes. Okay, so you ring in, put it on loudspeaker. And
You've got to speak really into that.
okay,
Have you got an improv?
this would be nice. We shouldn't have withheld it because I don't think it was.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, I ain't got time for this.
Jokes. Wow, he remembers us.
Yeah,
Those classic prank calls.
Those classic rain calls that he remembers. Well, that was the awesome part of the lame podcast. So I think all that's left to do now is to introduce your track. If you would like to introduce it yourself.
Well, it's a nice idea.
It's a nice idea, yeah.
Ruined by someone with a massive ooter.
Called,
Dynamite.
and it's going to come on in about now. You have been listening to Lame Podcast.
Once
I've been
again.
Magic.
I've been Lewis.
And I've been Luke.
And Ellie's been
Nice.
sitting in. And we all know there's only one thing left to say now, which is...
Hang tight, Miz.
I came to dance, 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 dance. Hit the floor, that's my plans, 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 plans. I'm wearing all my favorite brands, 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 brands. Give me some space for both my hands, 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 hands. And it goes on and on and on.
Yo, you know about this.
And it goes
Grind.
on and on and on. Yeah.
You're a devilish creature. Look behind my shoulder and I see the reaper watching me, clocking me straight up onto me, haunting me. What do I do when I seize life? Open the gates if I meet Christ. With open arms, yeah, peace nice. Talk about good, then I need life. But if I got a shot, can I keep knives? Lock down my sock till it's peak time. Look it out once if I stick guys. I put it back down if I take lives. I'm a cat with 9 lives. That's serving cats in daylight. Walk around the strip till I eat nice. And I'm serving them fiends with a nice pie.
Tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me all of you tonight. Give me everything we might not get tomorrow.
If you want beef, you can do this. 50 cups or 9 millis. You told me. Spark you in your boat, then ask you, yo, cuzzy. Look, are you dizzy? All this shit's catching up to me. Smoking, drinking, and bunning weed. So I wake up sometimes and it's hard to breathe. So I don't wanna wake up no more to the sound of the streets and the world war. But I'm going on hardcore, giving all I got. Yeah, my art's pure. Out in this jungle, hear these lions roar, lions We're all smoking one draw, but that's all I can afford. Look, 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 I'm doing it again. Look. Madness, straight up ramping, no need for acting. Handball to acting, we got a big campus. Yeah, I do practice. Instrumentals was that lay on my mattress, bare prints in my team like a cactus. Yeah, but all shankers, dabbers, slappers, gankers, microphone champions. Surrounded by jakes, council estates, fakes, no need for mates. When I got a spliff in my hand, zoned out, head got from that grade. Look, I used to play cops and robbers, now I'm robbing shotters. Zeds can't get much hotter, flow so sick I need a doctor. But it's all peak, I can't walk the streets without getting searched by police. Roads must be 50 degrees bitties. Feeling for beef from Copley, close to Haven Green to Sherwood, close to MGC. Look, these roads are lined by teams from PDC to MDP. You don't care if you're banging blue, I don't care if you're banging red. Watch how you step, cause you can get napped in a sec, or you can get sprayed by your friends. Left up dead in the alleyway somewhere down in the ends, knifed up for less than a Benz. Might sound fucked, but I make sense, cause I am repping for the ends. Look,